Hey everybody, my name is Tara Jones, and it's time for the Drive Time topic. Today we are going to go into a third part of a series that I've been doing about the police profiling, racial profiling, should I say, and the misuse of police authority and abuse of their powers. I'm going to give two examples in today's Drive Time topic. I'm going to give two real life recent examples because I want to prove a reality that exists. And one, I want you to know that the person that I'm going to be talking about, if you see this video, baby, I love you. This is not an attack on you. Please understand. I'm not going to identify you directly on this video, but I know if you hear the circumstances, you're going to know that who I'm talking about. So this is by no means an attack on you. I love you, sweetie. But first situation. I was scrolling through my Facebook page and I saw a post from a very good friend of mine who happens to not be black. And he mentioned that he was pulled over by a police department in a town, a suburb of Chicago, and I'm going to leave it at that. But they are known for being sticklers for making traffic stops. He was pulled over, and during this traffic stop, first of all, he wasn't doing anything wrong to be pulled over, but they pulled him over. Apparently, there must have been some issue with the plates or the registration or something with the car. So I'm assuming that was the probable cause for them to pull him over. They pull him over, and he's a little nervous, so he's acting a little jittery. I mean, he knew he hadn't done anything wrong. So they ask him to step out the car. They pat him down. They ask him kindly and nicely, "Sir, will you please step out of the car?" And they pat him down, and they see that he has prescription medication that is prescribed for him, and it's in the car. But it was prescribed for him, so there's really nothing that they could do about it. But that prompted them to ask him further questions. And as a result, he was nervous. And he admitted to the officers that he was nervous because he is not used to being pulled over by police. So once they realized that he was nervous and that, he was on this medication for anxiety, or whatever various medications that he had, they were very, very nice. They began being very, very nice. But here's the thing. Before all of that, they asked to search his vehicle. They kindly asked to search his vehicle. So in this post, my friend goes on to explain how nice he was treated, how respectful that the officers were. And, not that he's not anti-cop, etc., etc. I'm not anti-cop. Please let me understand this. I am not anti-cop. Like I said, I have police officers in my family, and they are very honest, hardworking officers that work the force with integrity. So this by no means is a direct assault on cops. I just want to explain the difference in the treatment that happens on a daily basis. So now I want to give you the second scenario. The second scenario is this person is my nephew. He happens to be a young black teenager. For those of you that know me, you know that my sister recently passed away. Well, after her death, some various things occurred, okay? And he ended up with a new car. So he has a brand new car, okay? Let's just say that. And he's driving a brand new car. He's a young black teenager. And he is in a predominantly white community driving this car. Police pull him over. Police not only pulled him over, they yanked him out of the car. They pushed him up against the car. They frisked him. They didn't gently, respectfully pat him down. They frisked him. And then they told him that they were taking him into custody and impounding his car because they needed to search his car. Now, when my nephew was pulled over, he was very respectful. He did not say, he didn't get an attitude. He did not defy authority. He's very quiet. If you know my nephew, you'll know he's a very quiet-spoken young man, especially when it comes to other adults. He may be ratchet with his friends, but around adults, he's a very quiet and gentle young man, and very respectful. He was raised to be respectful, and he's very respectful. So, why they felt the need to treat him this way, I don't understand. So, he was pulled over for DWB, driving while black. Yes, that's what he was pulled over for. Not only was he pulled over, but they ran his plates. They ran his car. Everything came back clear. His insurance was in order. Everything, his license was in order. Everything was in order. There was no need for them to impound his car to search it. They took his car and they took him into custody so they could search his vehicle. He had done nothing wrong. So they're trying to make up some justifiable excuse that he did to validate the reason that they pulled him over. But they could not explain to the judge why it necessitated for them to take him into custody and why they needed to take his car to search it. So I want you guys to look at both of those scenarios. It's very real. How we are treated on the average, and I'm not saying that, that there aren't special circumstances or different situations where, there are exceptions to every rule. But on the average, I need people to understand that we are treated a lot different than other people with the lighter skin color when it comes to police authority. And that's why we feel the way we feel. We don't see the police as someone that is there to protect us. We don't see that. We automatically feel like we're getting ready to be harassed, we're getting ready to be mistreated, and we're getting ready to be dogged out. Because for the majority of the times, that's usually what happens. And it's very, very sad. I want to bring this to everyone's attention because we need to come up with a solution, guys. This needs to be different. We shouldn't have two young men, both, neither one of them have done anything wrong, but two totally different outcomes. They sent my friend with the lighter skin color, who's not black, they let him go about his merry way. Apologize for inconveniencing him. My nephew is yet to receive an apology. And he has done nothing wrong, except be a young black boy. in 2017. So that's that, y'all. Let's see how we can come up with a solution together about this, because until we stand as a people, not as a race, not as a color, not divided, this is going to continue to happen. So a house divided will always fall. So until we learn how to stand as one house, we will continue to fall. That's today's Drive Time topic, guys. I love you. I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a great day. I'll have another topic tomorrow. Peace.